So when I was on the golf course, hitting rounds with Ameet, talking about the best cold email tool, we both had a shared vision. He's running a multi-million-dollar SaaS company. They're at $2-3 million ARR, and they're very sales focused. So they're sending cold emails, they're sending out outbound text messages, they're sending voicemail drops, LinkedIn, Twitter, all this stuff. And we're doing the same at X27 because some contacts are not reachable via cold email, and you need to do an omni-channel approach. So we wanted to build a tool that does all that. I want a tool that's going to send handwritten notes to customers, a tool that will follow up with them on LinkedIn, a tool that's going to send your customers little gifts, text messages, voicemail drops, and even voice note drops. More so than that, though, it's not just about the ability to send these notes, because all these tools, there's a ton of tools on the market that'll do Twitter DMs, for instance, or like LinkedIn messaging. One, there's no tool that does all of them in one platform. But the second issue is you can have all of these tools. You can have the ability to send out all this stuff, but it won't mean anything if the scripts aren't written and if the scripts aren't high performing. So we hired the best experts and used our own experience to create the greatest flows, the most high converting flows possible for all of these scripts. So what happens is you'll go into Omni and you fill out just a few questions about your case studies, about your past, about your company. And just based on your answers there, we are able to generate your entire outbound flow in minutes. And I'm not just talking about cold email. Sure, you're going to get your 4 or 5 cold emails in your sequence. You're going to get your texts. But eventually, once this WeFunder is complete, once we have the funding we need, once the tool is where it needs to be, you're going to have so much more. I'm talking those handwritten notes are going to be written by us. The voicemail drops, you're just going to be able to read the script word for word, and you'll get more conversions. And what's really cool is the same input that we're taking in from customers can be used to remove so many more of these consultants. For instance, you can write an entire video sales letter automatically using the same information. Not that that is something we have in Omni right now, but that is something we could have. So eventually, your entire landing page, your entire VSL, and your entire outbound flow can be written automatically for one low price. But before you send cold emails, to avoid getting marked as spam, you need to warm up your inboxes. And traditionally, you'd have to use another tool for warm up. But what if I told you that Omni has a new feature called Omni Warm, which is our proprietary warm-up software that is built in a way that is different than everybody else. And I can tell you the nerdy details if you want, but basically we found out the optimal number of sends and replies to get you ultimate inbox placement so that your cold emails are always in the primary inbox. And that's included with the main Omni package. And that's the dream of Omni. I don't want you to be using a million different sales tools. I want you to be able to upload your leads and just hit go. And then you're selling more. You're booking more meetings. And you might be hearing that and wondering, well, okay, sounds like you have it all mapped out, right? Like the campaigns are going to be written for us. Everything's going to be automatic, but where am I going to find the leads? Well, I'm excited to announce that our lead generation company, LeadShark, has also been acquired by Omni. So LeadShark will soon be called Omni Leads. And when you're using Omni Leads and Omni together, you get a lot of cool integrations. For instance, now you can just pop in your criteria and leads will automatically be added to your campaign. So then you don't even have to touch a thing. These leads are just being reached out to. And LeadShark already had an AI in place that was cleaning the lead data for you. So for instance, was Acme ink, the ink would be removed. So the data is going to get cleaned automatically. It'll be fed right into Omni automatically. And these leads will just be getting reached out to. So all you're going to see is customers coming in. Next step in the funnel, once the leads are being reached out to and you're getting responses, well, you're going to need somebody to respond to these emails. Now, I could say we built this AI system that auto replies to emails, but I don't think that's ready or going to be ready for a while. What we do have is a community of people that are extremely qualified. And so what we're going to build out late in 2023, maybe middle of 2023, is a job board where you can go in and in 2 to 3 clicks, hire the best appointment setters with data behind how good they're doing. So now you've got a ton of meetings on the calendar, but who's going to close the deals? You? No. Me? Certainly not. Closers. That's the next step. So you're going to be able to hire appointment setters. You're going to be able to see vetted closers and hire those closers in there. And now your entire sales flow is going to be optimized. And by hiring closers, you're now able to get the deals closed. You're able to get that revenue. By hiring the appointment setters, you're able to book your calendar filled with meetings. But how do those closers know what to say? Typically, in order to train up a closer, you would have to hire one of these gurus from the Facebook ads that we all see, right? They want to build up your whole sales team. You're going to spend $15,000. You're going to build up this whole sales team, right? Well, what if I told you that using the information that you put in to the Omni onboarding flow, we were actually able to build you a sales script, step by step by step. The same thing that you're going to pay $15,000 to the guru for, you're able to now get for free as part of the Omni subscription. So going into end of 2023, maybe early 2024, as this is all built out, we have the entire stack that you need to take your sales team to the next level and grow your agency, grow your SaaS, grow your B2B company without investing a ton of money. So when I sit here and I say Omni could become $1 billion company, this is what I'm talking about. We're replacing entire sales teams. So for companies, instead of having to spend $3 million a year, $4 million a year on some of their sales teams, now they're spending as little as $200 a month to get the exact same thing. It's an unreasonable value. And that's why I think Omni's going to take over. And I'm telling you all of this because I want you to see what I see. I see Omni becoming the sales tool, not just for cold email lead generation experts, not just for lead generation agencies. No, for all B2B across the world. Everyone from the largest companies to the small to medium business to upstarts and startups will be using Omni to grow their team and set up their outbound campaigns. Because when this is all working, there's no reason to hire an outbound expert. There's no reason to even buy a book like Cold Email Manifesto. All they have to do is hop into Omni, write a few scripts, follow the step-by-step prompts, and everything is going to be set up perfectly. We are raising a round right now on WeFunder, and that's the reason why we're raising funding. We don't need the money. Omni can sustain, Omni can float until we're profitable very simply. But I don't want to be like another one of these selfish bootstrap gurus. I want you involved. I want your brain in this, and I want your ideas. So if you're down, if you want to be part of this journey, go on over to wefunder.com/OmniUS and back the campaign.